Welcome to Cabra Ranch. It's time for a farm update. Come along with me so you can see what we've been doing so far. Now, let's go see our maintenance lounge where our maintenance mothers reside. Come on, let's go. So here we are at our maintenance lounge, and in this location is where all our maintenance mothers reside. It's currently empty because they're currently at pasture. This location houses about 80 mothers, and so what we end up doing is rotating them through the system, so when they are about to have kid, they end up inside the production house, which you're going to see in a little bit. But after they've had the kid and the kids are weaned, they end up coming back down here, and this is where they reside until it's time to go through the whole cycle again. And they have the best view of the house. What do you guys think? So now that we're down with the maintenance lounge for our maintenance mothers, let's go and check out the north lounge, and that's where all our weaners are. Come on guys, let's go. The north lounge, aka the weaners lounge. Now you notice that the gate serves dual function. It's wide enough so the goats can come in and out of this location, but then it's also wide enough to actually block off this race. So it makes it easier for us to control the goats. If we want, whatever goats we want to stay back here, they stay back here because we have this gate. Or if we wanted to go through the race, then we open it up and they can go right through. All right, so we make sure that all our gates have a dual function. So here are our little ones. And if you guys remember, we had about 24 goats in here, and now we're down to 8 or 9. Can't remember which way. So somebody can count and tell me how many goats back here. So most of the ones that are left are females, but we do have a couple bucklings that are still left for sale. And yeah, they're relatively friendly most of the time. This is our latest location that we just built, and we like it. We come down here and hang out with these guys all the time. Watch, they're gonna run away from me. Come here guys. See, they run. But yes, they love it here. We have grass and grain in here for them. They get grass and grain all day long, so they can eat to their heart's content and so that they can grow well. And they eat a lot, right? As well as we always make sure that they have water. And this water bucket needs to be refilled. And we also have the mineral feeder here, all right? So again, they're well taken care of here. They love their playground. And now it's time to see the Cabra house, which has become our production facility. Lots going on here, guys. Let's go see. So this area, guys, is our very first nursery. And I say first nursery because we have since expanded, since we have changed the whole house to be all production. So what you'll notice is that each mother with their kid is sectioned off. And we realize that they do better that way because they can eat in peace, as we like to say as a mother. So that way they will eat well, they'll produce milk well, they'll be comfortable, which means that then they'll feed their kids and their kids will thrive and grow really well. So this system has worked for us. This is our old school system, the very first one that we started with the metal separations, and we ended up going back to it. We're probably gonna work on upgrading the system, but for right now, it works, okay? So everybody's nice and comfortable in their own little spot. So we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mothers in here. And then over here, if you guys notice this section, this is what we call our creeper feed. So what this system allows the kids to do is to go in this section, and that's where they learn to start eating grain and grass. So they get a combination of their mother's milk as well as learning to eat grain and grass. So they thrive really well in this location. Just make sure you don't have any smaller mothers that can get through the slots. We've had that challenge from time to time. They're smaller, so we end up having to take the mothers out and kind of adjust the slot so they can't get back in there. But this is all for the kids, so again, that they can learn to eat grain and grass as they grow. And now our second nursery. So anybody that's been with us from the beginning and has seen any pictures, you might remember that this whole half was one big open section, and we've since sectioned it off for different purposes. So this first section is where we just created these new pens. You notice the new and improved pens set up here for all our mothers. And you can see they are, again, comfortably in each location with their respective kids. We make sure that they each have water, their own bucket of water, and they get grass and grain throughout the day. Okay. Now, even though this is a little bit messy, what we do here with the mesh is when they're younger, they tend to wander off. So we put this mesh up for a while so they can bond with the mother and they know where to go. And so once they're big enough and they can freely move about, then we actually remove the mesh. Right. So as you can see, again, all the mothers are cuddly in their own little section, and their kids get to cuddle up with them. Again, the mothers are comfortable because they're not competing for feed and not bucking each other. So they eat well. That means their kids are going to eat well as well. Okay, so we ended up creating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 independent stalls here for each of these mothers. And we end up rotating them in and out. Okay. Nice and comfortable, just chilling out on a Sunday afternoon. And then there are always the kids that love to be in the trough. And we're always running them out, but they're always in there. Hi, ladies. Hi. How are you? Okay, that's interesting. Oh, that one belongs over here? The slot's broken. And again, over here, we have another creep feed. So this is actually a better one to see the kids actually learning to eat grass and grain on their own as they grow up. Hi. Hello. Hey, little one. All right. So this location actually houses 4 mothers and their kids in the open area. And we're okay, actually it's 5. I can't count anymore. There are actually 5 mothers with their kids in here, and they're okay in this area because they don't fight each other. Now, if we find that they're fighting each other, then we'll have to separate them. But luckily for us right now, they're living pretty well together, so we don't have to separate them. But their kids still get to use the creeper feed as they learn to eat. And more mothers with their kids, right? In this section, we only have 2 mothers presently. And again, we had to section them off because we had one mother bullying the other mother. And because of that reason, the one mother wasn't eating, and so her kids weren't eating well either. And so we had to make some adjustments there just to make sure that everybody is comfortable. So, yep, mothers eat well and kids eat well. Wheezy, say hi. Say hello. Say I'm Wheezy. And Wheezy's kid. Hey, little fella. Wheezy wants grain, but she already got grain earlier, so she's not going to get any more right now. Right, Wheezy? It's okay. What's wrong? You good? You good, girl? This section, actually these 4 sections, actually started out as our isolation pens. So if we had a sick goat, this is where they would reside. It's still used as isolation pens, but we intersperse between, do we have a sick goat or do we have a mother that needs a space for her and her kids? So again, in this section currently, we have 4 mothers with their respective kids, again, so that they can eat in peace and eat well, so that their kids can also eat well and thrive well. So we have one mother here with 1 kid, I think. I can hardly see. We have another mother here with 1 kid. Everybody nice and comfortable. This mother has 2 kids. They're doing really well. Hi, come here. All right. And then this is our last 2 kids, the latest 2 kids that were born here. And they're all cuddly and cozied up with their mom over here. But every location gets grass and grain. Everybody has water as well as mineral feeders. So again, the whole goal is comfort, to make sure everybody's comfortable to eat and grow well. And or bucks. This is Appleton, that's Samson, and that's Rico. So this is kind of the area of the pen that doesn't smell as good sometimes when they get very active down here. But we still love our boys. They do a great job, and they're relatively friendly as long as they're behind the pen. They like to play like all the bucks, but they're really good guys, and they have given us some great kids. Right, guys? Rico, come on up so everybody can see you. Good boy. Say hi to everyone. Why are you licking me? Why are you licking me? Huh? Pretty boy. And everybody knows who this is. This is Sarge. Sarge is definitely in charge. Nobody can come near her goats. She's very, very protective, and she's done a lot for us. She saved us sometimes with some other dogs with goats. So we love Sarge. She's very affectionate. She likes to come by and make sure you pet her, and if you stop petting her, then she's going to tell you that you need to pet her. Watch this. She always has to be petted, right, Sarge? She loves her goats, and we love Sarge. She's awesome. We need a couple more Sarges. Right, Sarge? Yes? Good girl. All right, guys, so that's the end of our tour for today. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe so you can continue with us on your journey. We'll see you next time. Thank you.